I don't like to say that, but yeah, that's true. Okay, so we are live on YouTube. Good evening. So tonight for our English immersion from 18 p.m. 18 p.m. No, 6 p.m. We are about to talk being a movie fan. We have a couple of questions to talk about, and I'd like to ask my first question to Warley. Warley, please introduce yourself and tell us what was the last movie you saw and did you like it?
Sure. Good evening, guys. My name is Warley. I'm 25. I work with IT as a front-end developer. I'm also a Spanish and English host here on Talk and Talk. I'm here since 2022, but I started with Spanish, and nowadays I'm focused more on developing my English skills. And about the question, I guess the last movie that I have watched it was Deadpool and Wolverine. I guess. And I have enjoyed. I'm not a huge fan of superheroes or this idea, but it was a funny movie, and the storytelling has just been great. So yeah, I liked it.
Actually, it's been a long time that you don't see a movie, right? Because Deadpool and Wolverine, they were launched a couple of
No,
years
it,
ago.
it was released this year. It's
Oh, okay.
recently.
Well, I'm not a big movie fan, so that's why I'm not aware of it.
Yeah, it
Right.
was it was launched in June, in July of this year.
Okay. Okay. So
Recently. It's
my
a new
apologies.
movie.
My
Ah, no problem.
apologies. So, Wally, it's nice to see you here again. Well, Mariana, please introduce yourself and tell us what was the last movie you saw and if you like it or not.
Okay, hi, my name is Mariana. I am 34 years. I am mom, have two kids, and right now I work with the support of TI,
Woohoo!
and I studied English and Spanish and completed 2 years so. And I am trying to speaking more English because I need to support other customers and in US and Europe is this. And I love so much and I so biggest fan of movies. My last movie I saw is Interstellar, and I love the science fictions and themes about universe, astrologic, and this.
Well, I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe Interstellar is an old movie, right?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Now I'm sure. Well,
But
first
it's
of all,
biggest time for spend this saw movie, Interstellar,
yes.
or about the Wolverine and Deadpool. Is a long time to spend for saw.
Yeah. So, first of all, it's nice to meet you, Mariana. Your English is top notch and it's incredible. Great. So, about Spanish, si quieres podemos empezar a hablar en español porque yo y Warley también hablamos en español, pero no pasa nada. We can go back, switch back to English, of course. So, I believe can we say we are three? I don't know how to say that in English, but in English, in Portuguese, nós somos trilingües. The three of us. So great. Well, I just realized that I don't remember the last movie I saw. This is sad, but this is true. I mean, recently I've been watching like series. I don't know. I believe I prefer rather to watch series because you can have like sequence. I mean, for a long amount of weeks, you can see the same subject, the same attraction. I don't know. So I don't recall. I don't remember the last movie I saw, but I would go with your Mariana, your choose, Interstellar. I really like it. Is that one that where the people were supposed to be sleeping for 90 years and then someone wake up? Oops, accidentally. Wow, this is incredible, incredible. Well, so I would go with this movie. I like it. It's crazy to think like, oh man, what happened? You woke me up? Really? So really crazy. Okay, so let's jump to the second question. Wally, do you mind to read and answer the second question to us?
Sure. Do you have a favorite type of movie? What is it and why? Actually, I've always preferred like action movies, because they hold my attention in a general way. But I also enjoy movies that make me think, and I don't know, stay with me long after I've watched them. So an example, I think it was In Time. In Portuguese, it was O Preço do Amanhã. It was a great movie, and I stay thinking a lot when long before I watch this movie. So I think that's the main point, the action movies and this kind of movie that make me think.
Thank you, Wally. I would go with you. I like action movies. I don't like so much that kind of movies that makes me think a lot because uh, generally I like to don't think too much when I am relaxing, when I am, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
sometimes it's important.
But do you remember that movie called Butterfly Effect? Efeito Borboleta with Ashton Kutcher? This movie is crazy. Like you never know if that is happened is the reality or if another effect. It's an old movie, but I remember it was remarkable. Like it was crazy to think that we can have. Of course, we cannot have this situation, but it's crazy to think how to keep your mind okay with that a lot of effects and going back to the past and I don't know, really, really great, really crazy. So I would go with you. I like action movies, real movies, but a little bit of sci-fi. I would be okay with that. It's not be a problem to me. I would go with like this. So. And you, Mariana, do you have a favorite type of movie?
Yes, I saw very types of movie because my kids love in the go to theater and saw the new movies and animations, and I love and enjoy the time with my kids. But yes, my heart is so impacted about that astronomical themes. And when I remember the movie, ai, não vou me lembrar agora. Armagedon. Armagedon.
I was trying to remember this one and I was like, no, I won't mention that one because this is too old. I mean, but
No, no.
yes, this one
I
was
remember, and
crazy.
in my opinion, is the best movie about the things, the Association for Universe and the future apologize. No,
Wow.
apocalypse of the future and things about that.
Yeah, this movie is crazy. Now that you mentioned theater, I remember the last movie I watched was Mario. Believe you or not, it was Mario with my son. It was the first time my son would go to the theater, and he slept before the movie started. So I spent a lot of bucks, paid. Uh, I have bought the most expensive popcorn in the world, and he slept. So, but yeah, the last movie I saw was an animation was Mario. I don't recall if there's something else, but it's the Mario movie. I believe it was the next year, so this one was the last movie I watched. Well, let's jump to the third question. Mariana, do you mind to read and answer the third question, please?
Yes.
Great.
Can you name a movie that you really enjoyed? Why did you like it?
Besides Armageddon, besides Interstellar.
Interstellar and the, I don't know say in English, but Marte,
Mars,
Perdido,
I believe.
Perdido em Marte, não lembro em inglês como fala.
Oh, let me see. Movie Mars. Bring him home, I believe. Mars, it's called Mars.
Mars.
Mars. Yeah, it's from 2016.
Yes.
8 years, 8 years in the past. So you really
But
like
the animations is very funny because I don't know they are like with the so Minions. My kids love Minions. It's so funny every time the little yellows
Minions.
monkey every time so junk and I like this.
Do you know, guys, that the Meu Malvado Favorito, the movie Meu Malvado Favorito in Portuguese, it's called Despicable Me in English?
Yeah,
So,
it blows my
It's
mind when I watch that. I've heard that.
this
It's pretty different.
I
It
have
doesn't make sense.
never make doesn't make sense. I have never saw this expression before. So Despicable Me, yes, it's crazy, crazy. Yeah. So regarding a movie that I have really enjoyed, I can name The Godfather. Do you know, guys, The Godfather? I believe there are three movies, right? Godfather 1, 2, and 3. I remember, first of all, I have read the books when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, and then I had the opportunity to watch the movies, and they are incredible. I believe the main actor is Marlon Brando. Let me see. The Godfather. It's from 1972, yes, with Don Vito Corleone, in, interpreted by what's the name? I forgot. Yes, I believe it's Marlon Brando. So I believe this one is the movie that I really enjoyed, the series of movies that I really enjoyed. And you, Warley, can you name a movie?
Yeah, actually, I don't watch many movies nowadays. As you said, I prefer series in a general way. But as I said before, I have really enjoyed the In Time movie because it has made me think deeply about the idea of time is money and this metaphor, I guess. And also the pursuit of happiness, I guess in English. It was a good one. I watched that so many years ago, but I also like it. So yeah, maybe these two movies.
Right. Yeah, it's hard to name a specific movie because uh, at least for us that we are living the era of on-demand platforms. So as you mentioned, I have mentioned earlier, I prefer to watch series because they are short and we can have like a continuity. We can watch for weeks and weeks. I remember I have watched Breaking Bad. Do you remember Breaking Bad series?
It's pretty good.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. But I have watched it like 5 years after the hype if I can say that, you know. So I'm always delayed comparing to other people. The problem is when you are watching something that has been launched, just launched, you have to wait for the next episode. You cannot watch in 5 or 6 episodes in a row. Like, um, there's an expression to say that, like to watch overnight. You know what I mean? And so I believe this is an advantage of being a delayed person regarding following the hype series or movies. So yeah, that's why. So here's the deal. I'm going to visit the breakout room, so I would leave you, Warley, reading and answer the fourth question, and then Mariana, you can read and answer the fourth question, and then I'll just go back, so just to make sure they are okay there, and I'll be back right now, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So let's go to question number 4. Who is your favorite actor or actress, and what do you like about them? Actually, I'm not a big fan, or I don't know much about uh, actors or actresses. I don't follow so many actors, but I have always admired Joaquin Phoenix. I don't know if you know about him. It's from the movie Joker, and I think he has played an incredible role in Joker movie. Actually, the second one, it will be launched in October of this year, I guess, the Joker 2. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of him, but I think he's a really great actor, I guess. But what do you think, Marian? What's your opinion?
I mean, I love very actors and actresses, and my first in my wish list is Denzel Washington. I think he's so amazing actor, and put so realist and so I don't know, do you so protector, and the biggest film is the action, but Denzel Washington put so realist types, and he's a police in movie. And my first actor is a Denzel. But another, you say the junk. I remember the other actor, uh, Joaquin, but another film, The Batman, the is a other actor. I remember. I don't know. He's died.
I don't
1
remember
minute.
the name, but let me see.
I don't know name,
It's
but the the movie of the Batman, other junk, and he's
it was
so
Heath Ledger, I guess.
amazing. Yes,
Heath
yes,
Ledger. Yeah.
yes. Oh my
And
gosh,
how about you?
he's
I'm
so
sorry.
amazing in the performance about the film. And one sense, I remember his every with the clothes of nurse.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
The hospital is got a fire, and he's
Yeah,
it's a
it
very
Are
was
you
crazy
it was
are
incredible.
you
action.
talking are you talking about the Joker, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Heath Ledger.
There there was a Joker actor called Jared Leto, no? Or he just tried to be the actor. I don't know. I'm not sure, but we have a bunch of Jokers.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I
I I don't
apologize.
I don't remember all of them, but I think the really famous one, it was Heath Ledger, and she passed away. And nowadays it's Joaquin Phoenix that I mentioned that I'm not a big fan, but I admire him a lot because the role that he plays on Joker, it's incredible for me. So I don't know the name of others, but uh, how about you, Leon? What's your favorite actor or actress?
Well, actually, when I went to the breakout room, they were talking about Tom Cruise, and then I remember Top Gun, and then I remember that the last movie I watched actually was during a flight, in the media screen of the airplane, and I remember the Will Smith. I mean, I really like Will Smith. I don't know if it is a reference from my childhood, my teenager time, because I was used to watch the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air series, O Maluco no Pedaço. So this was amazing, was incredible, and believe it or not, it is from 1991, so more than 30 years of success. So I can mention Will Smith, and the last movie I watched is the third time that co I'm correcting this information, was King Rich with Will Smith interpreting a dad from two world famous tennists, Venus Williams and Serena Williams. So this movie was amazing, incredible. So to me, I really like Will Smith, and specifically this recent movie called King Richard. So I would name a lot of other actors and actresses, but I can say Will Smith because, of course, the Williams brothers. Do you know the Williams brothers? Have you ever heard about the Williams brothers? The Williams brothers are really famous. Like, let me look for something here. Williams brothers. They are famous for a lot of movies, series. Do you remember? Do you remember the Eu, a Patroa e as Crianças, Me, My Wife and Kids? It's another series.
Yes.
It's another famous series, and also we have the White Chicks, As Branquelas, famous movie. So the Wayans brothers, they are five brothers. They are actors, producers. So o Pequenino também, as well. So I can mention Will Smith and the Wayans brothers. They are like references to me. I like this kind of comedy they make, so I would go with they as a favorite actor or actress. Okay, so what we have the fifth question, right? Are there any directors you like? What do you like about their movies, Mariana?
I mean, Christian Nolan is my the biggest director of movies, and every time I saw the movies he directed is a very impressed about the uh, audio visual of that, and so impacted is amazing specials, como fala, efeitos especiais, special effects.
I would say that like this, special effects. Do you
And
remember
very
any movie from him?
Interstellar
Oppenheim.
is a one, and other is Batman Begins. The is about is talking about the junk.
Wow.
Other film he's directing. I don't remember right now. My prefer my films. And for serious. I don't know. Serious
Don't
is
remember.
like for very serious, and I don't know. But if in films, in movies, is Christian Nolan.
Great. And you, what, can you name a director you like?
Actually, I don't know much about directors. I'm not a fan of movies in general and this idea, but I know some names actually. Christopher Nolan, Tarantino, for example, Steven Spielberg, I guess. So I've heard some time for these names, but actually I'm not a fan or I don't know much about directors in a general way. So yeah, it's the that's the
Yeah, I was trying to remember the name of Quentin Tarantino. I remember I watched I listened to a podcast with him, Joe Rogan, and Quentin Tarantino, and it was a really nice interview. And yes, so I'm not as you mentioned, I'm not a big no, how can I put this together? I don't know a lot of directors. Like when Mariana mentioned Interstellar and Christian Nolan, yes, makes sense because he has incredible movies. So yes, makes sense. But I can mention Francis Coppola because of The Godfather, but uh, I'm not an expert in directors and stuff like that because just recently we had internet access, like, I mean, 15 years, since 15 years ago, we have access to information. Or you are a big fan of movies and you consume like a lot of content from magazines. In the past, it was practically impossible. I mean, to be aware, to stay tuned with this kind of information. So, of course, when we heard from Spielberg in the beginning of a movie, oh, that makes sense. Or from Quentin Tarantino in the beginning of the movie, yeah, makes sense. But it, as I said before, is not I'm not a big fan of any specific director. So that's why I would go with these three of us: Steven Spielberg, as you mentioned, Quentin Tarantino, and Francis Ford Coppola. Right? It's hard to talk about movies in the detail. Like, of course, we have our preferences, but we are not experts in this subject, so it's hard to express ourselves in English. I would try to express this in Spanish. I don't know if could be better or not. But okay. So what makes a movie good in your opinion? I would say it depends because sometimes you want something more deep, sometimes you want something just to relax. We have this kind called besteiro in Portuguese. I don't know how to say this in English. So sometimes you are exhausted. You just need to relax, to open up a beer or a Coke in a soda. Don't say Coke. Open up a soda or a beer, eat some popcorn and watch nothing. It's the same sensation of zapping channels on TV. Do you remember when you have nothing to do? Oh, let me just change the channels to see what's running right now. So in my opinion, it's hard to say what makes a movie good because I'm not a deep no I don't have any deep knowledge. I don't have knowledge in depth regarding movies, so I would say it depends. What about you, Wally? What do you think about this question?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it depends of the moment that you are and the moment that you have to watch the movie. But in a general way, I think, as I said before, a good movie make me keep me thinking about the movie and the the idea of the movie and the storytelling. And I also think that a great storytelling, it's important, the way that the movie tells and keep going the all the story. And Yeah, I think that's the main 2 points that I consider to be a good movie. Yes, but it's a really personal opinion, actually.
And you, Mariana, what do you think about this question?
For me, is movies felt me. So thinking about that, for one example, Interstellar, I remember the one time in movie, I remember the things I listened for my father for many years ago, and the relation all teams, and but the relation with the father and the daughter, and
So it has brought your memories, good memories
yes,
from the past.
yes, the spirit for myself, and I remember the feelings, and the movie is important to talking in your heart. The themes, all details about the biggest theme, but it's important do you feeling about in your heart. So relaxed, so funny, or the stressful, but because other films with the terror, I dislike terror because I am so stressful for all drama. Right now is other people kill me, other time I am running, and I dislike terror. But the film is about the family, about the remember the your histories or things do you live it. I mean that.
Yeah, it's I agree with you. It's hard. Actually, we cannot imagine how hard is to make a movie. I believe you have to choose a specific public, focus on them, and then make your production. It's impossible to be good for everybody because we are different persons. So yes, I believe it's really hard. But yes, sometimes you have something, you watch something in a movie that touch your heart, and it's really really good. It's really interesting. Look, Wally shared with me. I was trying to express something, and he cleared my mind. Actually, it's great connoisseur, I believe, the expression. Let me just hear with. Yeah, it's called great connoisseur. When you are an expert in something, I mean, oh, I'm not a great connoisseur in movies. It's strange to
Yeah.
hear this expression actually,
Yeah.
but oh, I believe I'm not a great authority on that. I believe
Yeah, it's
authority
better.
is more common than great connoisseur.
Yeah, exactly.
And funny thing, English is a blend of different languages. Like we have French, we have Gaelic, we have German. So we have a lot of different words. Sometimes the words are similar, but considering its origin, we can pronunciate in a way or another. So yeah, this is really hard. But I believe Greek authority is better. So I would say, well, I'm not a big authority or a great authority on that, but I would say blah blah blah. Thanks, Warley.
Well,
All right. All right. So I don't know. I don't remember if there's someone left. I believe the three of us have answered the sixth question, right?
yeah.
Great. So do you remember, Warley? Can you remember a movie that made you laugh a lot or made you cry? Don't say Mr. Bean, please.
No, actually, I have loved a lot watching Deadpool and Wolverine. It's a really funny movie. And also the movie Minha Vida em Marte. It's a movie of Paulo Gustavo. It's not a recently movie, but it's pretty funny also. Paulo Gustavo is great. It was great. So I think these two movies make me laugh a lot.
Great. Now that you mentioned Paulo Gustavo, do you remember Minha Mãe é uma Peça?
Yeah, it's pretty great also.
I have a lot. Actually, I have cried of laughing on this
Yeah.
movie, so I can mention that one. Of course, we have a lot of comedy movies, Brazilians and international, but I remember this movie, Minha Mãe é uma Peça. It's something that we can relate, like, or if you don't have a mother like that, you have someone, you have a relative or an acquaintance that have similar situation. So it's the Brazilian X-ray, Brazilian mom X-ray. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, I would
So, yeah,
go ahead.
someone in your family is like that, certainly.
Or you have an auntie or
Yeah.
someone that you know, a neighbor that it's exactly like that. So I would go with Minha Mãe é uma Peça. And you, Mariana, do you remember any movie that made you laugh a lot or made you cry?
Yes, recently I saw in theater the movie with Will Smith. I don't remember her name, but Will Smith and Lawrence, is two comedians guys, and the film
Martin
about
Lawrence,
the
The Bad Boys,
Martin Lawrence, yes, and the film about the life of police, but so funny movie.
Bad
Every
Boys,
time,
Bad Boys.
yes, Bad Boys is amazing. Will Smith is so incredible in his film, in his movie. Sorry.
Do you remember Vovozona? I don't.
Yes,
Let me see,
It's a
Martin
really
Lawrence. Now that you mentioned Martin Lawrence, Vovozona was an amazing movie, incredible. Let me see in English the name, Big Mama's House.
yes, Big Mama's
Big,
house.
Big Mama's House. Wow, it's from 2000, so it's been 24 years since this.
24 years.
Wow, wow, wow. No, no, of course we have Big Mama's House, then Big Mama's House 2, then Big Mama's like five. Wow, we are getting old, people. It's hard to say, but we are getting old. Yeah, so yeah, an amazing movie, an amazing actor, and really funny. Do you remember what's the name of this actor? A famous one, really, really famous, from Professor Aloprado. Professor Aloprado.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Dr. Dolittle, that that's cool. Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is incredible, incredible. Can you imagine the pressure to make a new movie if you were Eddie Murphy? Like it has to be funny. Like you don't have the right to make a movie that is not funny. So well, we can spend like 3 hours talking about movies and actors in general that we will have like uh, a lot of stuff to talk about. This is really, really great. All right, so we have the 80 questions. Do you like going to the movie theater or watching movies at home more? And why, Mariana?
I like go to the theater because I working every day in my home. I need to go out my home because I have two jobs. I job with my kids and all the cleaning house and other things about the mother every time. and my career, my job official, but every time I have an opportunity to go out my house and go see a movie in theater.
So you have actually three jobs.
Yes,
Being a mom, being a daughter, and uh, being a worker, a regular worker. Yes,
yes,
yes. So
that's okay.
sometimes we don't mention, oh, okay, so besides working at home, don't you do nothing? But how? Wait a minute. I can see from my wife, it's almost 24/7 working. Like when my son wake up, Mom, the first thing he says is call to his mom. So yes, it's really hard, and I really admire women in general. I admire women, moms, and especially the ones who have a regular job outside. So it's incredible.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Appreciate you.
It will be impossible to me. Or I am working, or I am working at home, or I am taking care of my child. It I am monotask. You girls are multitask, and this is incredible. So
Oh, thank you so much.
okay, so I don't like to go that often to the movie theater because you have to go to a shopping mall and it's expensive. First of all, to park your car is it's really expensive to park your car there, and then you go there. So it's something like $200 at least to watch a movie. You have to park your car, you have to buy something to eat, you have to buy popcorn, that it's the most expensive food in the earth. And then, yeah, so I prefer to stay at home. I don't know, maybe because I'm not a mom, maybe because I can't separate things. I can just go to the couch and okay, don't bother me. But it's a privilege, so that's why I prefer to stay at home. And you, Warley, what do you think?
Yeah, I pretty agree with you. I always prefer watching movies at home because I think it's more comfortable. I don't like so much to go to the shopping mall, for example, to the mall and all this stuff. So I prefer to stay at home, eating something and just relax, watching a movie. So yeah, I like to stay at home. So for me, it's pretty better to watch a movie at home.
Great, great. Yes, it's almost the same like me, and I prefer to stay at home. I don't know why. So I have just asked the people from the breakout room to join us. They are joining us like in 15 seconds, so we can talk a little bit. Like, let me just translate one specific thing here. Okay, suggest. Sometimes I forgot the words and it's funny. People, welcome back. I hope you have enjoyed the conversation at the breakout room. We were here talking about lots of movies and actors. And well, we have like 6 minutes left. I would like to share with you guys the URL of the survey. Please evaluate us there, share your thoughts, and if you like something, please write down. If you don't like, most important, write down so we can reevaluate and we can improve no matter what. So I would like to suggest, like we have 6 minutes, almost 5 minutes left. I would like to suggest to each of us share, I don't know, a movie or an actor. Just say, I don't know, oh, the best actor, the best movie from my point of view would be that one. First of all, to share with us if you like the conversation, and then share a specific actor or movie or actress, I don't know, whatever you want to mention, even a director. Actually, it's hard to me to mention a director because I'm not a big, I forgot the expression, Worley. It's not a big connoisseur.
A big authority.
Yes, I'm not a big authority regarding movies, but yes, I know three or four of them. So I would like to start with my friend Walzen. Please, Walzen, share with us if you like the conversation and one name.
You know, this type of team is very good for me. I like so much movies, and my perfect movies are horror movies and comedy movies, and actors like Will Smith and Eddie Murphy and Adam Sandler. I like so much this movie, these guys, and this conversation for me is amazing.
Awesome. Thank you, Walzen. What about you, Lucas?
I like it a lot. It's very good to have this time to share movies. And the type of movie that I like, it's psychological thrillers and movies about time travel. I said in the breakout room about Projeto Almanac and Donnie Darko. It's an amazing movie. I enjoy a lot.
Great, thanks. Appreciate that. What about you, Daniel?
And I had a director, it's Steven Spielberg. It's amazing. And the topic is amazing too because remember a lot of film or a lot of movies when watching and enjoying my life. And the actor in for Brad Pitt in Detroit. It's amazing film, amazing performance. I like that.
Great, thanks. Mariana?
Yes, I like this conversation. It's so productive and very funny. I I take very movies different. I put in my list for I saw other day, and I like this theme because film is involvement very feelings about that, and but funniest is a biggest appointment. I saw film because I have to be a funny with my family, with my parents, with my kids. And the film is about the astrologic and fictions, science fictions.
Great. Thank you, Mariana. What about you, Bruna?
I love the conversation. It was really fun. I love talking about movies, so it's a really nice topic to talk about. And I love sci-fi and fantasy, so I have two directors that I love, which is Steven Spielberg for sci-fi and Guillermo del Toro for fantasy. I love these directors. And a movie that has all my love is AI Artificial Intelligence, which is by Steven Spielberg. I love it.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, I said thank you. Thank you. Well, last but not least, Warley, please.
Yeah, I'm not a big authority about this topic, but it was great to discuss about movies and actors and this kind of thing. And as a suggestion, I would say the In Time movie. It's a pretty great movie, I guess.
Great, awesome. Well, I would say just The Godfather. It's three movies, incredible, from Francis Ford Coppola. People, let's wrap this up. It was amazing. It was an amazing conversation. I really appreciate it. I hope you can be here the next week, the same time, same channel. You got the reference, right? So I have to close this room. So I really appreciate your company tonight, and I wish you